Hello everyone, I'm Pierre Carnet from MassiveMusic, and this is my crash course on developing a sonic identity for your brand. Today, I'm going to talk about why sound is a crucial asset for successful brand building, and how you can set the foundations for an effective branded sound going forward. Now, whether you like it or not as a brand, you're making a lot of noise. Traditionally, brands have used sound in ads, in stores, for events, or for services like helplines, but today they're also communicating through a number of digital media platforms and new interfaces like podcasts, voice assistants, and increasingly, the products themselves. Every one of these touchpoints is an opportunity to create a connection with consumers, and this is why, if you're thinking strategically about your visual identity, you should be thinking about your music and sound as well. Let's have a look at the role that sound plays for brands. First, sound helps create memories. For those who were around in the late 90s, you may remember this sound, or this one. These prompts become instinctively recognizable to us and send us back to a time and a place that we connect with. They're examples of brand sounds which have found a home in their customer's life story. Second, sound also influences perception. Research shows that the right music helps clarify storytelling and enhance communications, influencing metrics like enjoyment, persuasion, and appeal. In fact, the University of London has found that brands that use their music correctly can discover a 30% growth in sales. As humans, music also affects our behavior by playing to our subconscious. It can put us in a certain mood, stimulate a purchase intention, even dictate our energy levels. It's possible you've encountered this if you've ever made a late-night visit to a McDonald's. You might remember classical music playing in the background, which is there to help soothe any rowdy customers. Music is able to communicate these things because, at its core, it's a language. It's used to transmit information, and when used correctly, conveys a message nearly instantly. As a matter of fact, we know that people react 17% faster to sound than they do to visuals. It's the fastest and most efficient way to reach an audience. The key to taking advantage of all this is to create a considered, curated, and crafted music and sound world, which is completely unique to your brand. That is the objective of sonic branding, a holistic approach to your use of music and sound across all relevant touchpoints, ensuring that your brand sounds unique and consistent everywhere it goes. As the audio counterpart to your visual brand, your sonic identity consists of a set of assets and guidelines, a toolbox of sorts. A basic toolbox may include a sonic logo or jingle, an anthem or brand theme, and a set of guidelines which define the sonic universe of the brand. Going further, your toolbox can also extend to branded music libraries, UX sounds, a brand voice, playlists, location sounds, and much, much more. Each and every one of these elements is fully owned by the brand and coherent with your messaging. Together, they make up your sonic ecosystem, the audio environment within which the brand evolves and by which it is recognized by consumers. So, how do you create a sonic identity? I'm going to name 3 things which are absolutely key to achieving a successful brand sound. The first is understanding function, where and how your brand is communicating with sound, and how you can deliver the most impact within that ecosystem. As a tech brand, you'll need a lot of short-form assets for digital content and product sounds, for example. Whereas if you're a fashion brand, artist associations and music for shows will definitely be more relevant for you. The second key to a good sonic brand is aesthetic, making sure that the brand's personality and values are correctly translated into music. Don't just go for the latest trend. Your sound must be tailored to your core brand identity by using the genres, styles, and artists which suit its environment and target audience. The third key, and the glue which holds everything together, is the concept. This is the story you tell that makes your sound truly unique, ownable, and exclusive. Your concept could be using sounds inspired by your product. It could be finding something meaningful in the way that people interact with your brand. It could be interpreting something inherent to your visual identity. Whichever the inspiration, it will be infused throughout every piece of music that you use. These 3 pillars come together to create a sonic identity that is perfectly tailored to brand and business objectives. And the benefits for the brand are many. According to Ipsos, the use of branded sound increases performance on attention metrics by 8.5 times, the highest impact of any type of brand asset. A sonic identity also develops brand strength through authenticity, consistency, differentiation, and recall. In fact, brands with music that fit their identity are 96% more likely to be recalled than those with non-fit music or no music at all. Beyond building brand strength, taking ownership of your brand's sound also has internal benefits. Centralized guidelines and assets help reduce costs, simplify processes, and align your efforts behind a strategy that develops creative excellence in music going forward. Now, time for a quick wrap-up. In these 5 minutes, we've seen that the value of sound for marketers today is difficult to ignore, and shown how brands can begin to implement sound into their core strategic thinking. Where to from here? If you'd like to dive deeper, you should reach out to a creative brand music agency like MassiveMusic, who have perfected the process of creating unique, memorable, and ownable brand sounds. Thanks for watching.